Shalom, Call Halimla Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And it says here Shalom to 144,001 Now, this is breaking news. The Carmenians have launched a drone attack against the Small Hatters. Now, the reason I said Carmenians is because pursuing to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the Carmenians are going to start putting in work, mainly here in this place known as America, which is indeed that place known as the daughter of Babylon, all right, which is written in biblical prophecy to be wiped off the face of the earth and to be left as a massive desert. So let's just go into this article and then we'll dive into the scriptures. So Iran launched, and when you go into the word the Carmenians, it goes back to what the Persians, all right, in Iran, they changed their name to Iran either in the 20th or 19th century. You can correct me on that. All right. Iran launched a major aerial drone attack against Israel on Saturday. The Israeli Defense Force said, and they launched a second and a third wave, and it's apparently going on right now, or the news about those things are coming out right now about them relentlessly attacking them with drones. Now, again, this could potentially be a false flag. I doubt it, highly doubt it. I don't want to rot this off. Some video footage could come out on these things because there was video footages of things going on in Western Asia. You see, Middle East is not the proper term. It's Western Asia. IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari said in a statement that the drones may take several hours to reach their intended targets. Hagari said Israel had a plan in place to intercept the drones, but these Iranians, they're not coming to play. They're coming for blood on the small hats and these Babylonians. U.S. officials have for days conferred with their counterparts in the land of Israel about the impending attack. General Michael Kurella, head of the U.S. Central Command, visited the land of Israel last week to help prepare for the assault. And National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan spoke with the Israel National Security Advisor Tzaki Hanagbi. All right. So, and the U.S. has no choice but to get involved in this. They have no choice. They're forced because they have to uphold white supremacy at all costs. This is 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter in verse 30. Also, the Carmenians, all right, these are the Iranians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. So the Syrians, the land of the Syrians being made mention in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, is going to the Babylon the Great. And that star, all right, let me see if I can get that precept about that star. That star is talking about that nuclear weapon, man. Because these Ishmaelites, these Elamites, they're gonna have nuclear capabilities to lay waste on this place known as the United States of America. This is verse 35. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword into the belly. So they're gonna go batshit crazy with a nuclear arsenal. That's why, what is it called? The House Bill 559. Let me look it up real quick. Where Babylon is saying, hey, we gotta make sure Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons no matter what. House Resolution 559, declaring it is the policy of the U.S. that a nuclear Islamic Republic of Iran is not is not acceptable. Why is it not acceptable? We just read why to these Edomites is not acceptable, because they're gonna go batshit crazy and start hailing uh, nukes upon America. I think they shorten it, because when I first clicked on it, in probably one of my previous videos, it had a full list on explaining, because it had the small hats being mentioned in there. Let me see if I can find a longer summary on it. Maybe they updated it because of what's going on, but in this House of Resolution 559, it talked about how the small hats in Iran, man. So these devils is being backed into a corner. You gotta understand that these Edomites are essentially finna get jumped. They're not gonna have no real shining glimpse of hope in these days to come, because this is the time of judgment upon the Edomites. Let's go to Mark 13. Actually, um, let's go to Obadiah 1. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And we go into that word small is going into being basic, it's essentially insignificant. Because it's gonna come a point in time where being an Edomite, I mean, we see it building up now. Esau is losing his grip on the earth. These heathen have power. The power of Esau, essentially, man, they got ICBMs and nuclear weapons and so on and so forth. And the Israelis can't handle them Carmenians, man. They can't handle them. They got what is it called, a Samson option? That shit ain't gonna work. Let's get this right here. This is Jeremiah 15:45. The book of Jeremiah, 50th chapter, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh, that he had taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So this is going into the small hats, being the least of the flock of Edom, drawing out the daughter of Babylon into this war. And it's not going to end well at all. For neither one of these Edomite kingdoms. Let's go to Mark 13, chapter verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation. So that's going into a race war. The Carmenians, the Iranians versus the small hats. That's a nation against nation, and also a kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. So everything that's going on in Salakia, I'm a little under the weather right now. All the things that's going on is the build up to the return of Yahweh Shai. And when Yahweh Shai returns, it's not going to be, uh, how can I put this? It's not going to be what the majority of people on planet Earth think it is going to be. It's going to be so-called black men, the so-called black men, all right, invading the earth with an unstoppable power to put Esau to death, put these nations to death, to throw Esau into captivity, to uplift the elect, to put to death some of the 2/3. That's the coming of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Now I'm going to end this off in Joel, the 3rd chapter, with verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So this thing is not going to slow down. It's not going to go away. You see, you got Iran with small hats. Now you got you're going to potentially have North Korea doing something with South Korea, China with Taiwan. You see, Babylon are great. Like Rome, they say with Rome, they spread their armies too thin. What is Babylon the Great doing, spreading their armies too thin? It's a wrap for Babylon. The curtain is closing. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears, let the weak say, I am strong. So, this place is through. It's going to be World War III. There's no stopping it. It's biblical prophecy. And you got imbeciles saying nuclear weapons don't exist or they're not going to be used. They're fucking idiots, right? The Heavenly Father is clearly not dealing with people that have that type of mindset. And that's it for this video. Auto One Rotazal was edifying. Shalom.